Now I'm going to share with you a mouth-watering recipe that's going to make your taste buds dance for joy. I'm going to be planting in cell trays to transplant later purple hull peas. The variety is Top Pick Pink Eyes. From seed to harvest is somewhere between 65 to 85 days. Our cell tray is ready to plant our purple hull Top Pick Pink Eye peas. Our peas have been soaking for about an hour and they are ready to plant. I'm going to be using this skewer to make a hole in each cell, and they're to be planted about an inch deep. Now it's time to plant them. Okay, now it's time to cover it with some soil. I sowed the purple hull peas in this cell tray on March the 2nd. Today is March the 11th. Now it's time to transplant these seedlings into some soil. This area here is an extension to my kitchen garden. What I have here is barrels that used to grow blueberry plants in. They're 55-gallon barrels that has been cut in half, and we have it filled with compost and peat moss and other soil amendments to prepare the soil in preparation and planting the purple hull peas. Purple hull peas does not like to be over fertilized, especially when it comes to nitrogen, because they can fix nitrogen in the soil from the air. What kind of watering would you have in place to water your purple hull peas? One source I would recommend is some kind of drip line system. This right here is similar to what the blueberry farmers use when they grow blueberries in these types of barrels. There's a main line here with a tubing that comes off of it with a sprayer that comes on it, and it just sprays out and pretty much covers the whole barrel. I have my Top Pick Pink Eye Purple Hull Peas seedlings laid out here. They can be planted anywhere from 4 to 6 inches apart. Now, if you're going to direct sow your seeds, you can plant them a little bit closer because sometimes seeds don't always germinate, and then later you can thin them out if you're going to direct sow your seeds. If you're going to direct sow your seeds, make sure that you wait until the danger of frost has passed, or you can start them as seedlings indoors about 4 to 6 weeks before you get ready to transplant them outdoors, depending on your zone and your weather. I'm going to continue to plant, and I will bring you back soon for an update. See you then. All right, so it's time to give you an update on the purple hull peas. It is time for our first harvest, so let's get picking. I said this is our first picking, so we'll see how much we have. And then we're going to show you our bountiful harvest when we get them all picked. So I'll bring you back in just a minute. These are our fresh picked and shelled purple hull peas straight from our garden. Now I'm going to share with you a mouth-watering recipe that's going to make your taste buds dance for joy. This recipe is going to be easy to follow with simple ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen. Whether you are a seasoned cook or a beginner, please join us in the kitchen for this delicious Southern staple. These are our ingredients: 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 4 thick slices of bacon. It can be turkey bacon or pork bacon. It could be ham hocks. It could be another meat like a sausage, or you can leave the meat out altogether. Half of an onion. This is a sweet onion, but you can use a yellow onion as well. 2 cups of purple hull peas. These are fresh from my garden, but if you don't have fresh purple hull peas, you can get the frozen ones from the grocery store. Anywhere from 2 to 3 cups of water, a couple pieces of dried bay leaf, bouillon of some sort. This is from roasted chicken, salt and pepper. I'm going to use about a half a teaspoon each. And this is green onion that I've been growing. I'm going to top it with this green onion. Okay, so those are the simple ingredients that's going to make this dish absolutely delicious. So now let's get cooking. If you're going to use meat of some sort, go ahead and chop it up. I left mine a little chunky. We're going to add our 2 tablespoons of butter to the skillet. Get a skillet and put it on medium-high heat. Add your 2 tablespoons of butter. Then we're going to add our meat. And I'm going to cook the meat just a couple minutes before I add the onions. So I'm not going to cook it until it's crispy, just to get a little bit done, because it's going to continue to cook once I put it in the peas. Now I'm going to add my onion. I want the onion and the bacon to cook and just until the onion has softened a little bit. It's really smelling good in here with the onions and the turkey bacon cooking together. This is about all I want it to cook, so I'm going to take it off the burner now. Next, get a saucepan, and I'm going to start with 2 cups of water. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of this chicken bouillon. And just stir that around. Put it on about medium-high. I have added 1 tablespoon of bouillon, 2 cups of water, and 2 cups of the fresh purple hull peas, and we're going to bring this up to a boil. Now the peas have came to a rolling boil, so I'm going to turn this down because I want them to simmer until they're done. Okay, I have reduced the heat, and now it's just simmering, and this is how I want it to cook until it's done. Just a simmer on low heat. Okay, it's time to add about another cup of water. I'm going to take some of my spring onion here and go ahead and get it ready. I'm just going to chop this up in small pieces. Put about a teaspoon of avocado oil in the skillet to heat up. Now I'm just going to add the green onion. This is not going to cook very long, just enough to soften it just a little bit. So our spring onion has been cooking for just about a minute, and that's all I want it to do. And this is going to be for our garnish. Our purple hull peas are tender and they are ready. They have been cooking for about 50 minutes. It's time to dish some of these delicious purple hull peas up in a dish. Here is our delicious purple hull pea recipe. Now time for a taste test. Okay, so now it's time for the taste test. That is so good. A nice southern dish. The turkey bacon has given a nice smoky flavor. Of course, the onions gives any dish a wonderful flavor. You gotta make this recipe. You're not going to regret it. If you have found value in this video, please take a moment to subscribe, if you have not done so already. Thumbs up and a comment would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.